What's up, everybody? The Doctor's in here at Evolution 2019. I am being joined by Cygames Beast Infecxious. How you doing today, man?
I'm not doing too bad.
Yeah, third place at EVO probably has to put you in a good mood.
Yeah, it's obviously frustrating to lose, but to get this far in such a massive event, it's a good feeling, bittersweet.
Yeah, I mean, what was it, 1,500-ish other people?
Oh, I think it was close to 2,000.
Maybe closer. I don't remember the exact number, but obviously overcoming some really big names in the top 8 alone, let alone the rest of the bracket. You know, really interesting on Zeku. Mm-hmm. Not a character we've been seeing everywhere, but we've seen a lot of them between you and Big Bird.
Yeah, Angry Bird.
Angry Bird. Sorry, Big Bird
People always
plays.
get them confused.
Yeah. It's just birds of a feather, you know.
So he did that.
So I don't know how much you saw, but your boys from the UK kind of got kicked out of their seats because of you.
Oh, really? I didn't see.
Yep, Logan and all them, front row, you won, and they popped off, and then next we see they've been ejected.
Sad times.
But no, I mean, that's crazy. I mean, it's great that you have such a support staff, you know, traveling, maybe not because of you, but with you. You know, what is that like, having such an enthusiastic corner behind you?
Yeah, having the support of, you know, everybody who's here and everybody watching at home is massive. It's a morale boost. It's you're kind of fighting for yourself and everybody else because you know everybody's excited for you. So it's brilliant. It's really good.
And so, I mean, this is, you know, obviously Evolution, an American event, lot of travel time involved. When did you come out? Was it early?
I came out Thursday morning, so I flew out Thursday morning in the UK and then landed Thursday morning/afternoon in Vegas.
Oh, so that's not too bad.
Yeah, so I had the whole of Thursday, though it was a very busy day, to try and rejig my sleep, and then I had late pools on Friday, so I could get enough rest.
That's always a plus bonus. So no jet lag issues?
To be honest, my sleep felt a bit funny, but I think I had enough time to deal with it.
To set it up?
Yeah, it didn't hurt me too bad.
That's not bad. Now, the UK, very top quality, you know, multiple members making top 32, and, you know, what is that like, having a training camp, really? Because you guys do have the WSO sessions every week.
There's a lot of opportunities currently in the UK for people who want to attend locals, level up. You know, we've got tons and tons of events in London, almost every day at the moment.
Really?
And we've also got a lot of events in the north as well. SFO, NBA run a lot of things. So Newcastle have got a scene. All over the UK, there's a lot of opportunities. It's a brilliant time to get into fighting games, and people should really take up those opportunities to get the experience of coming out to an event, as well as practicing online, because online is important too.
That's an interesting take. Not a lot of players really value that online play. Why the different thought?
I'm a very big advocate of online because I've been forged online. Most of my practice takes place there and has taken place there over the years. Getting out to local events is good for meeting people, discussing tech, and getting used to that feeling of being in a live environment right next to your opponent. But online you can learn a lot of valuable things. Yes, there's lag. Yes, it's not perfect. But if you've got an even manageable connection with a variety of players, use that resource and train hard.
So in that vein, though, we have the R Street Fighter Reddit hosting the weekly tournaments. Monday is the North American one, and then I believe Friday is the EU one. I believe they have an EU one on Friday nights, which is a full bracket run on challenge, and it's good practice because everybody reasonably has a good connection, understandably. Which is huge. And I mean, that's just another local you can go to.
Exactly an example. And you can set yourself milestones so you can continually enter those events and see how far you can get. Are you winning all the time? Are you getting top 8? You can really measure where you're at using online as a starting point.
Yeah, and I mean, people hear it all the time. Go to your locals. And, you know, then you get the big events. We had Versus Fighting, Celtic Throwdowns in a couple months, or a couple weeks, actually. It's the end of August. And so those are like big events. Those are where everybody shows up.
Yeah.
You know, what would you say to somebody that's like, that goes to those big events, but not the local.
You kind of, if you don't go to the local and you go straight for the big event, you're throwing yourself in the deep end. It's not necessarily the worst thing, and it depends on what level you believe you're at. If you're being honest with yourself, if you believe you're at a intermediate level, then throwing yourself in the deep end might be very useful because you'll be able to see how you can compete, how you match up against top level players under pressure as well, and then take a lot back from that. Then when you go to your local, it won't feel as bad. So there's that strategy. But if you're not quite ready to experience the tournament nerves, then let's say, you should start with your local, because they happen more frequently, so there's no reason not to be going there if you're going to be attending big events.
Yeah, and locals can be a bit tougher to find, right? You know, if you're on Twitter, everybody's tweeting about the versus fightings of the world, but they're not always tweeting about, you know, the local scene. So, you know, what do you think there's something we can do better there?
Potentially, maybe more of the local scene can tweet out about events that are happening, more engagement with people in your area. So you've just got to ask people, are there any locals in this?
Yeah, people do that to James all the time.
Yeah,
they tweet James Chen, hey, any locals in you know Mississippi?
Yeah.
And then he signal boosts.
Ask some of the names. Ask multiple people as well. Don't just rely on one person. He might be busy when people ask him. So just put in the effort and you'll find them. I remember when I started, I didn't know anything about whether there were any locals or any tournaments. I just went online, you know, asked about, visited my local game store and found my local scene.
Yeah, and there might be a Facebook page too.
Yeah, all that. Plenty of options.
Big tournaments. Obviously, Evolution's huge. You get a boatload of points for coming in third.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly where that puts you, unfortunately. Probably top 32.
Oh, yeah.
Which definitely puts you in Cap Cup striking distance.
Yeah, right now I think I will have 750 points overall because I had 450 before this event. So that should put me very much just above the middle of the top 32 at the moment. So it's a very good position to be in.
Yeah, so I believe they already did the EU Online Qualifier, right? Yep. So you just have the IRL one, right? Because that's the EU
regional
the regional finals.
We've got 2 more events in Europe: Germany, Fight Club NRW, and what's the other? Oh, UFA in Paris. 2 more ranking events, and then the European regional finals in London. EGX.
So you should be in a good position to get one or the other, right? Points or the ranking
exactly.
or regional.
Yeah, I'm in a very strong position at the moment to make Capcom Cup.
Now would this be your first?
It would be my first, yeah.
Are you excited?
Very excited. I try not to. Again, it's kind of a goal to get to Capcom Cup, make sure I qualify. Focus on that first. Once I'm there, I still can't celebrate because it's not over.
You still got to go through 32 of the best
players in the world. So celebration comes at the end when you succeed.
Well, celebration should come tonight, right? A little bit?
A little bit, maybe.
So obviously huge position to be in. You said you don't really worry about the future. Do you do the same in bracket? Do you worry like, oh, I have to face Gachikun, I have to face Problem? Like, do you think about these things, or you're just like, do you just tune it out and go, I'm playing Street Fighter and I'm playing the character on the screen?
I like to make sure I know who I potentially will face in my path, and Smash GG is good for that. It's got
it's the projected one,
projected bracket. So I make sure I know who I'm going to play and make sure I'm as prepared for them as I can be. So it's not that you worry, because if you believe you've got the ability to beat, you know, some of the best players in the world, you don't want worry to, you know, make you doubt yourself. But you want to be prepared. If you're not prepared, you could get
bad things happen.
Yeah,
that's how you drown in pools.
Of course.
So final question: is there anybody you want to shout out?
Shout out to everyone who supports me. Shout out to Cygames Beast. All the training partners back home: Gunslinger, Troy Sengan, Hurricane, Brian, and everybody else in the UK, and beyond, and France too, Europe. Yeah,
just the whole of the EU.
The whole of the EU, yeah.
All right, well, congratulations once again, man. Thank you for taking the time, and good luck in all future endeavors.
Thank you very much.